Assalamualaikum and very good evening. So this video I will explain about the mechanical base of human motion, which is will tell you about the Newton's law. The first law is law of inertia, law of acceleration, law of reaction, and the last one is law of gravitation. So before I start my explanation, I will give the information with simple words and simple explanation. Hope you guys will understand with my explanation. So the first one is law of inertia. Law of inertia means that some object or some static object get force from the external force. Means, for example, a passenger will move for a little bit forward because of the bus are stopped immediately, and then the passenger will back to the normal position or back to the steady state because the bus continue moving forward. So for the other word, our body or the passenger body will get the force from the external environment or the external force, which is the bus that are moving. So the second one, I will explain about the law of acceleration. So the law of acceleration is the greater amount of force applied, the greater the acceleration of the object. Means that okay, I give example. 1 kg balls that get kicked with 10 Newton of force, and then we need to times the 1 kg of mass of the ball with the force that we'll get, which is 10 Newton, and then we will get 10 minutes per second of the acceleration. But in this part, we need to see about we need to focus on the mass, because in this part the mass are very important, because when the mass are increased, your acceleration will decrease. So the third one is law of reaction. But before the reaction happen, there is action first we need to do. For example, when we jump, the action is will going down. The other word, the force will going down, and then the reaction is our body will going up. So now I will explain about the friction. Friction is a force acting over the area of contact between two surfaces in the direction opposite that of motion or motion tendency. Means that two surfaces are moving with different way or opposite way. For example, a book on the table, and you push the book, and then when you push, there is a force, and then the surface of the book and the table, that is friction. And then for the simple word, the more force you get, the more force you give will decrease the amount of the friction. Means that we need bigger force to move that object. So now I will explain about the momentum. So momentum can be defined generally as the quantity of motion that an object possesses. Means of this explanation is to calculate the momentum, you need to define the mass and the velocity of the object. For example, I give you two player rugby. This is player A and player B. Got hit by got damage or hit. One of them, this player will going back because of the velocity of this player is more higher than the other player, but the mass are same. In this situation, we want to tell you that the higher velocity the more velocity you have, will get the more momentum. So the next one is impulse. Impulse is when external force do act, they change the momentum present in a system predictably. So there is two impulse. The first one is a small force acting over a large time interval. Means that, for example, I give you when we punch someone face, the force we will get is small because of the time interval or the movement of our hand is slow to contact the face. And then the second one is a large of force acting over a small time interval. Means that the force are bigger because of the movement of our hand, or the movement of our hand is faster, or the time interval is small. So the next one is impact. Impact is collision characterized by the exchange of a large force during a small time interval. So I will give you example. So the first one is perfectly elastic impact. Means that impact during which the velocity of the system is conserved. For examples, a tennis ball, you bounce a tennis ball, and then the ball will bounce back, but it's not the same at the first bounce because of the ball's speed diminished little during its collision with the surface. So the second one is perfect plastic impact. Means that impact resulting in the total loss of system velocity. For examples, an object for example, an object we throw, but there is no bounce or no movement. For the other example is when modeling clay is dropped on a surface. So I think that's all for my explanation about this chapter. I hope you guys will understand what I try to explain. Thank you.